Okay, I'm here with Rob Buffington, and today we're going to talk about the challenges of selling a home during the winter months. What does that look like?
Well, I would say the biggest challenge is that when it gets cold, we're a seasonal selling state, buyers tend to hibernate, and that really frustrates sellers. They most of the time my phone blows up and says, why are we not having any showings, and what can we do to, to spur some showings on? And most of the time, you're not really going to do much. I mean, we modify the photos, like we have snow today, so we're going to modify the photos and update it. That tends to refresh the listing on sites like Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com. So that's one thing that we can do to kind of refresh it and put it back in front of buyers. But we're not going to encourage buyers to get out when it's 0 or sub-zero temps.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you see a lot of people like hitting the streets when it's freezing to go look at homes, or they're staying more reserved and want pictures and video and that?
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the reasons we do 3D tours is for that purpose, right? Is out-of-town buyers or people that are less motivated. I mean, if someone has to sell, like if they've sold their house and they have to be out mid-January, they're going to be out looking at houses. And then we just, don a parka and put some boots on, and we just, get out there and show them houses.
And you're saying one of the struggles is maybe the homes, if there's any issues, those are a little more apparent in the winter time. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you definitely don't want to have dark rooms or dark colors or anything that's going to be highlighted. It gets dark earlier, right? So those things are they're just going to shine through. And so we want to present the house in the best possible light, and that means light. I mean, we need to, have curtains and blinds open. We need to have light bulbs replaced and stuff like that. Maybe lighter colored walls, and that will really, accent the house.
And what do the offers look like in the winter? Are they are they high end? Are they lowballing people? What is that like?
Well, that really comes to, it just depends on the buyer agent, right? Some people, if a house has lingered on the market, you can think that you're probably going to get a lower offer, maybe 3 to 5%. We're still in a supply and demand market right now, so we're not getting really low offers. And for the most part, we're still at asking price. Even if a house lingers, though, maybe 5 or 6 months, and then it goes into January, then you might receive a low offer for sure.
So say due to my circumstances, I have to move in the winter months, and there's some challenges. What do you recommend to keep it on the positive side and be able to get the most money out of my home?
Well, I would say expectations first. Talk to your realtor, make sure that you both have proper expectations. How many showings can you expect when it gets to sub-zero temps? Are you doing open houses? Open houses are kind of a thing of the past because of COVID right now. So those are not really a thing. Would your agent be willing to do a broker open? That's where we invite other agents into the house to get their feedback, right? So that's really moving forward to ultimately a sale. It's a numbers game. The more people we get in, and that's other agents and buyers, the more likely we are going to sell.
All right, Rob Buffington with the Real Estate Tips. Thank you so much for your time today.
You're welcome.